Assalamualaikum, my name is NURFATIHAH binti RAZALI and my student ID is 2021855448.
Hello everyone, my name is NURFATIHAH binti Jasmi and my student ID is 2021680094.
Hi, my name is NURI binti ROSLEE and my student ID is 2022755133.
Assalamualaikum, my name is SITI NURFATIHAH binti ZAINUDDIN. My student ID is 2021287108.
Let's look on company background for Celcomdigi. Celcom is one of Malaysia's oldest mobile companies, while Digi is renowned for its innovative and creative service proposal and value-based digital leaderships. They have merged on 1st December 2022 and rebrand into Celcomdigi. Their core identity is envision building a world inspired by you, and their objective is to evolve into Malaysia's top telco tech company. Now let's move to the SWOT analysis. Looking at the SWOT analysis, the company's strengths are undeniable. However, this is because they have the widest network coverage and immense brand equity. However, they also face weaknesses in the form of legacy IT system and the complexities of merging two massive corporate cultures. Now, on the opportunities, there is lie in the 5G explosion and the SME digital marketing, though they also must remain vigilant against in the threats for aggressive price wars and rapid technological obsolescence for other telco companies. Now for the IFE internal factors evaluation, looking specifically at the IFE metrics, we evaluate internal operations. Celcomdigi scores high on the network reliability and digital support tools. However, their reliance on legacy system acts as a significant anchor. The internal strategy must focus on the accelerating IT modernization to turn these technical weaknesses into operational efficiency. Moving for the external factor evaluation or EFE metrics, we also look at the external environment. Celcomdigi is responding exceptionally well for the government's 5G rollout and the rising demand for the SME digital solutions. Even with the threat of rapid technological shifts, their external score indicates that they are successfully capturing market growth and studying ahead for regulatory changes. Finally, for our competitive profile metrics, compares Celcomdigi with its main rival, which is Maxis, while Maxis holds a slight edge in operational efficiency and customer loyalty, but Celcomdigi wins on a scale and network reach. Their merger has given them a unique coverage advantage, which is that it's difficult for any competitor to match in the short term. In conclusion, Celcomdigi is well known for its way for defining their telco tech era in Malaysia. By resolving their internal integration challenges, they are also perfectly positioned to lead in 5G revolution. Thank you.
Now, let's proceed to Chapter 3, which focuses on Celcomdigi's strategy plan. First, let's look at the space metrics. Based on the analysis, Celcomdigi is positioned in the aggressive quadrant. This is the most favorable position as it indicates strong internal strengths, solid financial capability, and attractive external opportunities. The main reason for this position is Celcomdigi's strong competitive advantage, especially its wide nationwide network coverage, strong brand presence, and economies of scale achieved after the merger. These strengths allow the company to remain highly competitive in a saturated telecom market. In terms of financial strength, Celcomdigi has stable revenue and strong cash flows, which enable continuous investment in 5G infrastructure, digital services, IoT, and AI technologies. This means the company is able to adopt proactive and growth-oriented strategies rather than defensive ones. Next is the Grand Strategy Matrix. Celcomdigi is positioned in quadrant 1, which represents companies with a strong competitive position in a high-growth market. This placement is supported by Celcomdigi's highest competitive profile matrix score of 3.75 compared to its main competitors. The Malaysian telecommunication industry is still experiencing growth, driven by rising data usage, 5G expansion, enterprise digitalization, and the growth of IoT and cloud services. Combined with Celcomdigi's strong financial capability and market leadership, this clearly justifies its position in quadrant 1. Companies in quadrant 1 are encouraged to pursue aggressive growth strategies such as product and service development, market penetration through value-added offerings, market diversification, and strategic partnership. These strategies allow Celcomdigi to expand beyond traditional mobile services and sustain long-term competitiveness. Finally, the Quantitative Strategic Planning Matrix. In this analysis, 3 strategies were evaluated: product and service development, market penetration, and market diversification. The results show that market diversification is the most attractive strategy with the highest total attractiveness score of 6.65. Based on this result, market diversification becomes the main strategic priority for Celcomdigi. This diversification is implemented through 2 approaches. The first is related diversification, where Celcomdigi expands into areas that are closely linked to its core business, such as home fiber broadband, enterprise digital solutions, cloud services, and IoT offerings. This initiative leverages the company's existing network infrastructure, brand strength, and customer base while generating more stable and recurring revenue. The second is the unrelated diversification, which involves entering new digital sectors beyond traditional telecommunications. Examples include fintech solutions and digital healthcare services, which allow Celcomdigi to tap into new high-growth markets and reduce dependence on the saturated mobile segment. To conclude, the Space Matrix, Grand Strategy Matrix, and QSPM all point to the same direction. Celcomdigi is in a strong strategic position and should pursue aggressive growth strategies with market diversification as the main focus, supported by product development and market penetration.
First, let's look at product and service development. Celcomdigi is shifting its focus away from simple price-based competition toward innovation-driven differentiation. First, 5G and digital innovation. They are leveraging 5G to support Malaysia transition into an AI-enabled digital society. This includes bundling 5G with cloud gaming and HD streaming to improve average revenue per user (ARPU). IoT and enterprise. The company is expanding into smart city solutions such as traffic management and in providing SME with integrated package that include cloud storage, cybersecurity, and AI as a service. Less customer experience. By using AI-driven analytics, they can provide proactive issue detection and personalized recommendation to their 20 million customers. Next is market penetration, which aims to deepen engagement with their existing massive customer base. First, unified branding. A key move was the single brand evolution, which culminated in the launch of the all-in-one Celcomdigi apps to unify their retail and digital presence. Second, convergence model. They are successfully bundling mobile and home fiber offerings like Celcomdigi One to embed their service into the daily routines of entire households. SME partnership. They act as a digital transformation partner for business by offering tools like AITHR for cloud HR and providing hand-on digital training through the My 5G SME Digital Workshop. Now the third slide is market diversification, which acts as a hedge against industry volatility. Related diversification, this includes their expansion into high-speed home fiber broadband and strategic partnership with Huawei and ZTE to develop advanced network APIs. Unrelated diversification, Celcomdigi is venturing into entirely new fields. Examples include the self-pay junior financial subscription for fintech and holomedicine solution in the digital healthcare sector.
Strategic planning is an essential managerial activity because it helps organizations set long-term direction, allocate resources effectively, and adapt to changes in the external environment. Therefore, it is especially important in technology-intensive industries such as telecommunication. In this context, Celcomdigi's operation in Malaysia demonstrate how strategic planning support organizational performance as well as long-term market relevance. Following the merger of Celcom and Digi, the company established a clear strategic direction to become Malaysia's leading connectivity provider, and this vision is supported by a 4 billion investment to modernize more than 7,200 network sites so that the network is ready for 5G services. Moreover, strategic planning ensures efficient resource allocation as Celcomdigi's network modernization project has achieved over 50% completion ahead of schedule, which indicates effective prioritization aligned with strategic goals. At the same time, strategic planning enhances competitiveness and innovation. For example, Celcomdigi has collaborated with Ericsson to develop AI-driven autonomous network operation in order to improve network performance and customer experience. In addition, strategic partnership with technology providers such as Huawei and ZTE enable the company to manage risks while adapting to rapid technological changes. Finally, strategic planning support performance monitoring and continuous improvement because Celcomdigi regularly track the progress of its network integration and modernization initiative to ensure that strategic targets are achieved on schedule. The implementation of the proposed new strategies is expected to bring positive outcome to Celcomdigi in terms of performance, competitiveness, and long-term sustainability. By focusing on market diversification, product and service development, and market penetration, the company is expected to strengthen its overall strategic position in Malaysia telecommunication industry. Firstly, the market diversification strategy is expected to reduce Celcomdigi's reliance on saturated traditional telecommunication market. By expanding into enterprise digital solution, fiber broadband, as well as digital services such as IoT and cloud solutions, the company can create new revenue streams. As a result, revenue stability is expected to improve while risks related to intense price competition and market saturation are reduced. Secondly, the product and services development strategy is expected to enhance customer experience and service differentiation. Through the expansion of 5G-enabled service, digital platform, and enterprise solutions, Celcomdigi is expected to improve service quality and customer satisfaction. Consequently, brand loyalty and average revenue per user are expected to increase, which will support long-term customer retention. Thirdly, the market penetration strategy is expected to strengthen Celcomdigi's position within its existing customer base. By improving customer service consistency, offering value-based pricing, and implementing loyalty programs, the company is expected to reduce customer churn and increase usage among current users. Therefore, Celcomdigi can maintain market leadership while remaining competitive without relying heavily on price war. In addition, the successful implementation of these strategies is expected to improve internal efficiency. By addressing post-merger integration challenges and legacy system limitation, the company can achieve better operational alignment and service standardization, thus enabling smoother business process. Overall, these strategies are expected to enhance Celcomdigi's competitive advantage, improve financial performance, and support sustainable growth. If they are implemented effectively and monitored continuously, Celcomdigi will be well positioned to achieve its strategic objective and strengthen its role as Malaysia's leading telco tech company. Based on the analysis, several key recommendations are proposed in order to strengthen Celcomdigi's performance, competitiveness, and long-term sustainability. First, customer experience enhancement should be on top priority because customer satisfaction directly influence loyalty and retention. Celcomdigi should continuously improve the reliability and quality of its network services as well as its digital platform. In addition, real-time customer feedback system and AI-enabled support tools should be implemented so that fast and personalized service can be delivered. At the same time, staff training should be strengthened to ensure the consistent service excellence is provided across all customer touchpoints. Secondly, revenue diversification is essential as reliance on traditional mobile service exposes the company to market saturation. Therefore, Celcomdigi should expand into the enterprise digital solution, fiber broadband, cloud services, and IoT offerings. By doing so, the company can develop new revenue stream targeting businesses and digital savvy customers while leveraging its strong brand reputation. Thirdly, continuous competitive analysis should be conducted so that Celcomdigi remains responsive to market dynamics. By regularly analyzing competitor strategies, emerging technologies, and industry trends, the company can identify service gap and capitalize on them to strengthen its market position and maintain a competitive advantage. Moreover, effective risk management is crucial because the telecommunication industry is exposed to rapid technological change and regulatory uncertainty. Thus, Celcomdigi should establish a comprehensive risk management framework to mitigate risks such as cybersecurity threat, regulatory changes, and market volatility. In addition, expanding strategic partnership and strengthening infrastructure resilience will help reduce both operational and strategic risks. Finally, innovation and digital transformation must be continuously pursued in order to sustain industry leadership. Celcomdigi should invest in AI-driven network optimization, 5G expansion, and digital enterprise solutions. At the same time, fostering culture of innovation will encourage continuous improvement in products, services, and operation, thereby reinforcing Celcomdigi's position as a leading telco tech company in Malaysia.